Seaver hits one of two.
You know, Seaver better be glad that was Moose coming in on his back instead of Rusty Pendleton.
That's true, Mike.
He wouldn't have got up.
Rusty being a big football player, I'm sure that he would have felt that hit for a long time.
Well, they come up with it there, and that gives them a great big lead, 55-37 at the end of the third period. Gate City cheerleaders out there putting on a little show for us. However, the big story right now as far as the game's concerned is the foul count and the fact that Kevin Morris has 2 points tonight in the first half and just 4 more in the second. That's a total of 6. Tommy Music doing well with 15 and has went 0 for 4 so far, though, in the second stanza, or second half, as you call it. Big pile of fouls.
17 to be exact.
17. Shelton with 4, Quillen with 3, Pendleton with 3, Music with 3, Kevin Morris with 2, and he made one of them count. However, we are down by 18, and I've seen Gate City come back from nearly that far down. We'll see what they do here.
Stokely with the ball, working against Arthur Ferguson. Ferguson hounding Stokely. Stokely gives off to Manus. Manus drives, shoots. Whoosh.
20-point lead now for DB, 57-37. Arthur Ferguson looking for somewhere to take the basketball off to Morris. Morris works it over to Music. Music going to do a little footwork underneath the Shelton, and he'll put it in. Also, Chris had a little slap on him there.
Seaver over to Stokely. Stokely lobs down here for Manus. Manus out to Stokely. Over to Manus.
Here we go.
Stokely drives all the way in, easy layup. Fouled out by Matt Quillen.
Matt says, let your brains rattle a little while. I'm coming on your head. That could loosen them up.
The Devils down by 18. I don't believe I've ever seen our Devils down this far this year, though.
I haven't seen them down this far this year, but I've not seen this many fouls out of them either.
Well, when you're playing Tennessee rules, though, like you say, it's they're a little bit different than Virginia.
They are.
They call a little bit closer.
Well, it's not only that, you just don't get to play basketball. You get to play this, if you'll excuse the expression, sort of a pansy game.
Ferguson with the ball for Gate C, gives off to Morris. Rejected there by Seaver. Stokely with the ball. Up with a shot. No good. Rebounded by Quillen.
Skyman passed it off down there, going to the Moose. Moose got a weird-looking shot going there. Comes down to Shelton. Shelton takes it back up. Won't go. Comes down to DB.
Number 30 with the ball, style, drives, gives back to Stokely. Dobyns bending up by 20. Inside feed 2. No shot.
No shot. Who's the foul?
Moose. I'll be interested in seeing the stats after the game just to see how many fouls Dobyns Bennett has committed tonight.
Well,
because I feel like...
There were 7 in the first half, and 2 so far this half. That's 9.
19 to 9.
Not realistic, is it?
Sure isn't. Seaver gives them a 21-point lead.
Ones that I'm having a hard time understanding are some of the fouls underneath that just seem to be completely without cause. Coming down, Arthur Ferguson. And past the Music. That was a foul. Now, what do you want? Take him out, boys. There they go. I'm sorry. I just don't agree with what's going on that floor right now.
It's not just the fact, Mike, that we're from Gate City. It's the fact that the officials are doing Gate City dirty.
Well,
there they get shelled, and I don't understand that foul.
That'll put Chris out of the ball game too. They say assign that one to Quillen, I believe. If they got the animal, he's out. No. Now they turn around and it's Gate City's basketball, which means they can't make up their mind anyway. And Big Dog passes to Tommy. Ball gets away. Going to have a battle for it. Long pass. Backcourt, and it'll be Gate City's ball. 63-39. DB way out in front. 24-point lead. 5 minutes left to play. A little over 5 minutes. Passing the music from the top of the key. Threads, or strings as you want to call it.
Karst into the game now for the Tribe. Works across to Seaver. Seaver lobs over to Karst. Karst, treble team there.
Now that was not a foul. If the other one down here on Tommy wasn't a foul, that was not a foul. I hate inconsistency in a basketball game to this point. It's a little bit ridiculous.
As I've always said, I've always maintained that in life you're going to lose, but I would at least like to have a fair chance at losing, you know? Shot is up and falling. Karst with one more coming.
Gate City could go ahead and foul out the first team and make it interesting.
Karst with another one.
It won't take much more. Tommy Music, 15-footer. No.
Stout with the ball down to Seaver.
There you go. That's what you call it. You go up and the big dog's going to come down on your head.
Fit Hummel enjoyed that foul too. He helped
the
big dog off the court.
It's getting a little bit too rough out there, I believe. I hate to see a basketball game get to this point. 65-41. This was supposed to have been a ball game, and it's being taken away from us.
Coach Quillen looks like he's sitting watching a bunch of cows being slaughtered or something. He's just sitting back with his arms crossed. Nothing he can do.
Sandy Blackwell got a lot of studying on his face, as he usually does. He watches people to know what they're going to do for the next game. And Dave Mason just looking and saying, well, I guess so, boys. Tommy Music, no, and Tommy will finally get a foul. They got one that time and knocked him down. The papers will show this naturally, since they are printed in the Kingsport area, I'm sure, as being a massacre, but it's not.
The Devils have nothing to be ashamed of. They've come and played hard. They have made several mistakes, but they've had a lot of bad calls on them also.
Of course, we're looking at it from the perspective of the Virginia High School League rules that we're used to playing under. Had this game been played in Gate City, it would have been a completely different story, I believe. DB gets a big boost. They just found out their B team has won the B team championship.
What a big boost when they put their varsity and their juniors and seniors out against our JV team the first game.
Sometimes that happens. Of course, it's an interstate rivalry, and there is no way of clarifying some of the rules between the two states. Makes it a challenge every time Gate City comes down here. Last time these two teams met was in 77 or so.
71.
71. Way back there. Back when I was in high school.
The first meeting between these two clubs, Dobyns and Bennett, they wore out Gate C 71-41, I believe the paper said today, so it looks like it's going to be a pretty large margin of victory tonight unless Gate C can come back and make a fair showing of it.
As we were saying, the Devils have nothing to be ashamed of. They're playing a great ball game and playing a lot bigger club.
Hey, you can't be ashamed when you've got a berth in the regional tournament.
That's for sure. They are the Highland District champions, and that's AA, folks, not AAA like GB. Look at there, nice feed underneath the Shelton. He'll draw the foul.
Rusty. Pendleton.
Pendleton. I missed that one. I saw fives. Main is committing the foul for Dobyns Bennett.
Rusty made his first one.
He made that one too.
Number 30 sat with the ball for Dobyns Bennett over to Cars. DC putting on some pressure now. Good pass in there to number 22, Manus. Excuse me. Yes, that's Manus.
Shot up by Kevin Morris. Kevin just can't get anything in.
Tommy Music. Get a foul on that time.
Tommy Music.
Where did that come from?
Out of the clear blue sky. If you think our singing's bad, you should be here watching this. Gate City is getting a little sloppy too. But as we say, this one really doesn't count.
I think Coach Mason just wanted his boys to come over and have some fun. It's not been too much fun so far, but...
Well, it's a good... got to point out, this is going to be a good experience for them. Playing in the dome, as big as it is, will be good for when we head towards the regional tournaments. We got a blocking foul. Number 34 said, "No, man, he charged."
This will help on down the line when we get up there against those Eastern Virginia schools. They have some great teams up that way, so this is going to be some good practice for us also.
Also, we'll tell you this much, in the eastern part of Virginia, they call the lane a lot more like they do the Tennessee rules. So it's good for Gate City to come down here and play this game where it won't hurt them. Second one won't go for Tommy.
Oh, he got one that time.
Finally got that.
Give that man a hamburger or something.
Interesting ball game.
I think excuse me, Mike, I think that Dick Vitale, as blind as he is, could call a better game than this.
Well, now what we need out here... Hello there, Doug.
Hello, Mike.
What we need out here to replace these Tennessee High School League officials are Max Shoup and that gentleman that we had up at Marion. Yeah, they would do a good job in the Tennessee High School League officiating crew. At least they wouldn't feel out of place.
That's right. We've made this game sound kind of bad, but we have to give credit to Coach Buck Van Huss of Dobyns Bennett. He has got a good group of boys that he's worked with well.
Well, the officiating, what they've done, they've taken the closeness away from the game, is what it amounts to. Buck Van Huss, the winningest coach in high school basketball, one of, if not the, he has a great team.
Cars down here to Manus, up a shot.
That was one we're guilty of. At the half, it was 33-29, a lot closer ball game. second half, DB has just opened it up. Outlet pass goes to Music. Music drives, puts it in. 49-73. Long pass going down to Stokely. Shot up, and that's not a shot. That's an alley-oop. And a nice one. Morris. He finally hit one from outside.
Coach Mason is very irritated about something there.
They're playing crazy stuff now. They know they're way ahead. Morris, gonna bust it again. Let's see. Yeah. 53-75. And Gate City taking advantage here a little bit. Morris, no. Comes off to the Indians. Long pass going to Stokely. Rusty says,
that
hey,
looks like a
that
charge
was a foul.
maybe there.
No, that was a foul. Rusty got him.
Are you interested in knowing how many fouls we committed now, Doug, or Mike? Are you interested in knowing how many fouls we committed now? We're up to 23.
23. Amazing. Now,
What is that, about 4 games for us right there?
let's put it like this. The last time a Gate City player fouled out was about the 8th game of the season. And we've got people that are so close it's unreal right now. A lot of people playing with 4 fouls. A lot of people playing with 3.
Looks like they're trying to compete to see who can get the most fouls tonight.
They're just having a good time out there.
Well, yeah.
I don't blame them. I would be too. You're playing against the school that you don't. If you win, that's great. And if you don't win, what have you lost? Lane violation. KC gets the basketball on the side.
Folks, we don't want you to pay attention to what the paper says or what the news channels say. Be proud of these Blue Devils. They have played hard tonight. They deserve a nice round of applause for their...
Sheldon getting tough under there.
Sheldon wants a piece of that, man.
Chris can get rough with anybody.
John Bush here with me. What was that comment, John? John Bush just come up and me on the shoulders that Ivan, buddy, it hadn't been a good one. I've had fun watching these officials. It's almost like watching the Three Stooges.
Except for 2 of them. Laurel and Hardy at it again. Stokely bring the ball down for the Indians in the corner. A little pressure going underneath the Manus, and it comes down to Matt Quillen. Long one coming down here to Kevin Morris. Morris will style it up and put it in. 55-75, Gate City within 20 points. That's going out of bounds.
Mike, I have here with me Robbie Perry, an official in the VHSL League. Robbie, what's your opinion of the officiating tonight?
Don't get me in trouble. They done a pretty good job. It could have gone either way. I mean, we just got beat. That's all there is to it. We've been outclassed.
Thank you, Robbie. What did they call on that one?
Never try to put an official on the spot.
These officials, they have to keep their composure in case they have to come across the state line to officiate a little bit.
No,
No,
we
Robbie
ride
Perry,
them pretty hard, but they have a hard job.
Robbie Perry, a good friend anyway. I just want to get his opinion of it. You can't make that last one. You have a moment of silence while you're watching the Gate City High School cheerleaders. Always keep them pepped up. Do we have another announcement?
Well, they want to tell us that they won again.
Well,
somewhere else.
Spare us. The Gate City fans let them know they don't care.
We're missing a lot of things both ways here tonight. Bobby Watlington, our cameraman, said they haven't been inconsistent in the fouls. They've missed quite a few. Let's see, 8 and 7 is 15. How many fouls Gate City got?
24, if I ain't mistaken.
24. So there you have it, the foul total. Gate City winning so far 24-17.
I wouldn't want to be out there officiating, though, Mike. It's a hard job. I couldn't keep up with those young
They're
men.
fast. Good one there by Morris. Brings us within 15.
Stokely with the ball. Just running around. A little bit of curly nil here.
They're going to try to run it down.
Stout with the ball out to Stokely. Stokely's going to take it in. Pass over to Manus. Manus caught. Oh, they get. Who are they going to
Brian here, and I think.
Either him or Tommy. If that's Tommy, that'd be all for him. That's Brian.
Brian.
JC gets another point on the foul end of it.
Well, folks, we got to give Gate City credit. They have won the foul battle tonight. Now 25-17, Gate City on a foul total. We're keeping a running score. Big Dog going to take a seat, and a good job, well-deserved round of applause from Gate City fans.
.151 left in the big interstate battle, Gate City and Dobyns Bennett.
It's 75-60. It's looking better than it was a while ago.
At least it won't look too bad in the box scores with us up down by 15.
Yeah, now we might can cut it down a little more. Here comes Arthur Ferguson with the basketball, bringing it down, pass off to Tommy Music. Music with a 15-footer. Woo! Nothing but net.
I'd love to see a three-point play in basketball, in high school especially. They have it in college, but I like to see it in high school. Make the games a lot more interesting.
Kevin Morris is making that one interesting. And Gate City comes down with it. They've got 2-on-1 and pushed out by Stokely. Stokely, that is a technical foul. Why? Why is that not called?
The referee just steps over to him and says, hey, man.
That's okay.
That's okay.
It is not cool to slam the basketball against the wall.
Oh, well, what can we say? Lauren Hardy.
They must say that is done out of bounds in desperation. Inbound to Kevin Morris. Morris with the shot, little push in there. 75-64, a little over a minute. Gate City coming back pretty well. Blue pressing.
Seaver goes through the double team, brings the ball back out.
Gate City playing after the basketball now.
Morris lobs it over to Stokely. Stokely out to Stout. Stout down to Stokely. Lob down to... Well, we got Stout with the ball now. Manus. They're going to get a foul on Tommy.
Tommy Music will sit him down.
Tommy with a decent game tonight. Well, a good game. Tommy, he had...
That'll set Music down. Tommy getting a standing ovation from the Gate City fans.
Tommy had 25 tonight. He kept up with his average.
They put Skyman, Matt Quillen, back in there. 54 seconds. Gate City now down by 11.
Number 32, Bobby Bennett on the line.
Official talking to the Kingsport City policeman over there about something. Maybe afraid he's going to be attacked out of the game.
Well, the fans let them know that's what they think.
Rebounded by Stout, out to Stokely. Now, there was a foul by Mike Quillen. Why didn't they call that? Manus with the ball.
Running the time down. There's a good foul. Why did you call that one? Now, that was obvious. They just don't want any more part of this. Rebound by Shelton. He can't. Yeah, he does. He put it in. 66-77. Matt Quillen says, hey, man, what did I do?
Shelton with another strong performance, not had 10 points.
Hey, Chris is coming on. He's doing a great
He's
job.
He's coming on quick, fast, and GC needs him around tournament time, too. This young man, we've seen him go from a tall individual that had little ability to a tall individual who's been playing aggressive, altering a lot of shots, blocking a lot of shots, and most of all, putting the points in the hoop.
Well, one of Chris's problems early on in the season was coordination, and he solved that. Got a technical foul call on Gate City.
Intentional foul.
Intentional foul, rather. Naturally, they're going to put Stokely out there to shoot him.
Devils down by 12. Make it 13.
They should have just given it to them, shouldn't they, before they ever come out to play?
Good point. The score reflects a very one-sided game. It has been one-sided. Extremely poor officiating.
Stokely quickly out of court.
You're going to get fouled here.
Up with a shot.
No, puts it in. Pendleton says, I'm throwing that ball away. Ain't no point in playing with it anymore. Rusty gave a sidearm pass there. I'd hate to be in front of it.
Stokely with the ball out on top, down to Stout.
They'll probably just run it down here. 12 seconds on the clock. Woo! Around and... long one down to number 32. That'll be the ball game, folks. And we'll be back if we can get some closing comments for Channel 30. I'm Mike Van Wickle. Stay with us. We're going to stay here, I believe. Looking across the way there. And we'll see what goes on here. Looking on the other side of the court, it has been an unusual ball game, 81-66 the final. Gate City Blue Devils going down. We'll be back in just a moment if we can get anybody to talk to us.